Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode, yeah, this is that anniversary episode. This is my thank you episode. Thank you 2025. This is what we do. Another season, another year. We here. We done it. This is how we get down. Thank y'all so much. We're not going to do questions, mainly because a lot of everything, comments and questions. Mainly because last year was the election, so it was all a lot of stuff people were saying were either Trump, Kamala, or just like the retelling or the revisiting of American history and how some things aren't really what they're supposed to be and it really wasn't that bad, or how you gonna say this? We weren't there. Look, it is what it is. Then this year, the few of them I not even with the podcast, the few joints I have come across have been about Kendrick Lamar or DEI or, you know what I'm saying, or this stuff. And one thing I've learned since a child, or not a child, teenager, the American standard starts with white people. That's not some aha moment. That's not racist. That's not anything. That's what it is. I remember being 13 or 14, suspended from school, watching CNN, and I think it was an election year or something like that. It was an election. It was something was going on, and they had all of these hyphens: Asian American, African American, Italian American, Irish American, and then it was just American. So it was like, yo, so who's that? And that's when it sparked, like, when you hear and back then, there wasn't, like, when they said all-American, he has the all-American charm, he has the all-American look. White dudes. She's an all-American girl, white chick. So it hit me. That's America. Like, when they go, America's favorite show, Seinfeld, and nobody around my area watches it, including white people. Like, you know, like, nah, I ain't never watched that. Nah, you know what I'm saying? I watch Roseanne. Like, okay, cool. So, who's watching? It's America's show. America's drama. And you're like, who's watching this? You know what I'm saying? Yellowstone is America's show. Who watch, like, you look around in your circle and you're like, nah, I don't think who's watching this? That, you realize real quick, the concept of America is that. And what happens is, and what's happening is shifting. The inclusion that you have to give is because America is very diverse. That's really what this whole thing with the politics is about. Trying to make America white again. Like, we see what it is. We just want to make sure that you know what it should be. So those are the comments and questions I've been getting. Like, basically, these kind of things. So I'm like, man, I ain't gonna get into that because that's just crazy. That's absurd. We understand that there is a thing right now. There's a weird undertone going on. You know what I'm saying? And most people aren't even racist. Everybody's not racist. It's one of those things where I think, like, Kendrick Lamar's show, halftime show, really put it out there for people. Like, this isn't for me. He's on the grandest stage, giving you, I think, about 13 minutes. And none of this is for me. Who is this dude? What is this? You had the actor dude going, it was ghetto. You know what I'm saying? You got people were really upset. There's some newscast going, they ain't even had no white dancers. Like, they didn't see themselves in that, in a popular setting. This isn't The Wire. This isn't BET. This was halftime of the Super Bowl when the world is watching, when America is watching. And what you saw was somebody be super black, unapologetically black. What you saw was them give you the black experience. What you saw was them tell you what it was, and it threw them all. And a lot of people were, here's the thing, more people were upset there were no one that looked like them than they were at the message. A lot of people didn't get the message. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just old white people. Older black people didn't get the message. Younger white people, younger black people didn't get the message. It was a message. People just didn't see it. People didn't get it. It was some things that were obvious, like I said, when the joint dropped, everybody, the next day, oh, he had the small A on his chest, son, A minor. They caught that. Or the part where they saw the flag, but they didn't understand that he was standing in the middle of the flag. The flag was divided. The people are divided. The country's divided. You know what I'm saying? Even as black people, we're divided. The head nod. You know what I'm saying? A lot of just conformity going on. A lot of just, we're going to go with the flow going on. There's a lot of stuff going on with this. And it was just a dope performance. And like I was telling a lot of people didn't even get it. My man could have did 100 other things and teased Not Like Us through the whole thing, and people would have been satisfied, because all they really wanted to hear was Not Like Us. All the crowd wanted to do was be able to say A minor and blow the game open. That's it. That was it. That's all. There's a group of people that still, they just think it's a nice, fun song. That's a cool piece of this. Ooh, that's what we get to do. They're not even understanding the layers in the song. It's just a nice song. Yeah, that was the get down for the whole summer. That was the bop for the whole summer. And it got the Grammys. Ooh, and this dude is about to do the Super Bowl. He has to do this song. That's all them people cared about. But there were, again, another group of people that were upset. Nobody represented them. That's just that's what I mean. It's not racist. It's just kind of like sometimes you look up and go, I'm not in this. I remember somebody said that, I think it was a conversation between some white people who do reviews for TV shows or something I was listening to, and they were like, one person was younger than the other guys, and he was like, hey, there's no people of color on Mad Men. And they had to explain to him, this is set in a time frame where that was the get down. That's what it was. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I've never watched the show, but I've seen enough commercials and I've seen enough people talk about this thing that I'm assuming, and this is what I'm assuming, the bustrious redhead broad is trying to infiltrate the boys club and have a say and have a thing, and because she's like, yo, I can get down with y'all. I need a seat at the table. I'm assuming, and if it's not her, it's probably somebody else, but I'm assuming at some point down the line, it's more about a woman is trying to get a seat at the table. But the point I'm making is, you shrug your shoulders at that. Okay. Keep it moving. Nobody cared. They claim one of the big complaints about Seinfeld was there were no black people. Like Seinfeld had no black friends. You know what I'm saying? Sopranos. I think there's every once in a while there's an episode where a black person comes in, but there's no black actual main characters that are popping in and out. Nobody cares. These are it's like, hey, it's a group of Italians. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe what's up to a dude here and there, or like a quick connect, like, yo, that's the homie or whatever, but they ain't like, he shouldn't be popping up like Kramer on Seinfeld or nothing. Nah, what you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't no black people that live in the building beside them, like Seinfeld, Kramer, and Jamal. Nah, it don't have to be, right? It doesn't have to be. Flip side, most black shows have to have at least one white person around. For the most part, a lot of times, not all the time, but there's usually like some you pop up, or there's somebody who isn't as down. Your Carlton Banks. What was the light-skinned dude? Baxter, right? Baxter from the Jamie Foxx show. For people who don't remember the Martin Lawrence show, Martin Lawrence, when he started off at the radio, there was a white guy. Like the comfortability, like the, hey, come on through, we got you. You know what I'm saying? Some shows don't even do it. Some shows don't even think about it. Like there's white shows that'll never have a person of color on it. Great shows. Great shows that black people will watch. And we'll just be like, yo, this is a good show. This is a cool show. And not think nothing about it. Black shows, great shows. People are like, nah, I never seen it because they didn't see themselves in it. And that's what it was with the Kendrick thing. They didn't see themselves being spoken to. They didn't see themselves in the artists or the dancers or whatever was. They were just like, I don't even know what's going on. I ain't seen no white people, so I backed up. Not everybody, and again, not in a racist way, just I don't think this is for me. You know, there was a club back where I'm from. I can't think of the name, and I'm really trying my best to. I can't think of the name of this joint. It was off of Newmarket. It was in the Newmarket Center. And on Saturdays, it was a country western on your left and an R&B and hip hop on your right. Same building. You walk in, country people would go their way, R&B people would go their way. Everybody's walking into the same building. Every once in a while, curiosity peaks in everyone. And country people will go over and be like, ooh, okay. I've heard these songs on the radio. Okay, I like this. Black people have went over to the countryside and said, ooh, okay. I've heard these songs, you know what I'm saying, in commercials and on TV shows and you know what I mean? Like, because country songs don't really get, you know, like there's pop stations and pop stations will play the hot country song and they'll play the hot R&B song or hip hop song. Yeah. Your R&B station is not playing I don't care who the country dude is. I don't care how hot. Back in the old days, who was the hot dude? I don't even know who the hot dude was. You know what I'm saying? Even rapper Troy. What was the Cowboy Troy? Cowboy Troy ain't gonna make 103 Jams. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Cowboy Troy. It ain't gonna happen. But curiosity piques. You go, oh, okay, look at that. They doing a line dance. That look like the electric slide. I can get in on this. They go over there. Ooh. Okay, that look, ooh. We know about that and join in. But at the same time, when it became all, I think somebody told me they ended up turning it into all just a black club. People were mad. Like, where we gonna go? Which here's the wild part from what I understand. This is also what I heard. The owner of the club always wanted it to be that way, but the area didn't want it to be that way. So he compromised and was like, okay, cool, country on one side, hip hop and R&B on the other. That was how he got his get down in. And then it became popular, the money became big, everything, no incidents. Shut the whole left side down and it became what it was. And that became the joint. And I know you're thinking to yourself, what's the moral of the story? The moral of the story is representation. The story is inclusion. You know what I'm saying? When people feel like, yo, this is for me, this is speaking to me, they'll go. They see something that's slightly different and go, I wonder what's going on over there. It's not that bad. The vibe ain't that bad. It's cool over here. I kind of like it over here. And like I said, vice versa. A lot of black people would just slide over to the other side and be like, what they got going on over here? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, yo, hey, okay, look at them. Okay. And it's a nice time. And you end up meeting people. You end up seeing somebody from your job. Oh, dog, I ain't know you listen to country like that. Yeah, man. It'd be cool over there like that. Yeah. Something to talk about. Life, man. We don't, like, that's really the ill thing. There's not enough conversation. The wrong people are always talking. You get these, and I say this with all due respect, a lot of these MAGA people who are so one-sided and blinded, that they don't see the bigger picture. They see what they want to see, and they have blinders on. You get another group of people, they get so caught up in being pro-black, or they hate the fact of racism, or they hate Trump, or they hate this, that they don't get to see the bigger picture. And those are the questions and comments that I've been getting, especially since the last year with the election, and then with all of this stuff going. So I was like, yo, I'm not going to get into any comments or any questions. I just was like, yo, nah, we ain't doing that. I want to just say thank y'all, though. Take these few minutes to definitely say thank you. Thank you to everybody who listens around the world. Ireland is still a big joint. Germany is still a big joint. France is still a big joint. Russia, Jamaica, Lithuania. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know about Russia and Lithuania. But salute. They listening. You know what I'm saying? Apparently I got like my listeners on YouTube. I gotta really get into that. The listeners on YouTube. When I look at my thing, it goes, Spotify is very small. Spotify is a very small joint. They're like Apple. People are listening on their speakers, on their like speaker devices. Alexa's a big one. Who else? Not what's the joint? It's the podcatcher, something like that. Podbeat, them joints. Them joints are very big on there. So I know it's all over the place, man. All over the world, different devices. Everybody got their own thing. And salute. Thank y'all for rocking, man. Thank you. I see what episodes get it in, and I thank y'all, man. Thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Black History stuff, when it comes to just some crazy, wild stuff. I know some stuff where it's like we talk about music, that gets a big joint. When we talk about certain people, that gets a big joint. When the gay month comes around, all the gay episodes get spiked up. Hispanic month comes, the Hispanic joints get a boost up all of a sudden. So salute, thank whoever y'all are for listening. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for listening. I always encourage y'all to email. That's how I get a lot of that joint. I get a lot of them joints. It's weird, And when I say a lot, I'm not saying like I'm bombarded or something. I'm just saying, I happen to be on my joint. I'm like, what? Let me check this out. And then I'm like, cause I'll skip some joints. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't know what that is. And then I'll come back around and be like, oh snap, okay. Oh, word. Okay. All right. And like I said, a lot of times it's never really good stuff. Like good stuff like, hey, I like it's more or less like people going, hey man, I heard that, and this is what I have to think about. Here's what I have to say about what you said. Blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. You don't understand about this, and a third. And I'm like, word, okay. All right. Hey, what do you think about this, and losing this, and they're about to do this, they're about to get rid of that, and a couple of those I do respond back to and go, it's a waiting game. Like your first initial, oh man, they get rid of that, what are they going to do about it? Like, you get rid of something, what are you going to do for the people? What's going to happen? Like, what's the alternative? And I don't think a lot of times those are good answers for people because, it's not like they hit me back like, it's more or less, they probably just figured, hey, cornball, that's an answer. Somebody goes, hey, they shutting something down. You're like, man, that's messed up. So what are they going to do? That's the next question, right? So what happens, like, you're shutting these programs down. What do you do after that? You have to wait and see. You know what I'm saying? That's how that goes. So I'm wrong for going, you have to wait and see. Anyway, thank y'all for listening. I wanted to keep this short because I knew I wasn't going to do any comments and reading and stuff. Thank y'all for rocking. This is dope. In a few months, we'll have some other stuff going on. And Yeah, man. Yeah. Thank y'all so much for rocking. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. Since there's no clip to insert, we gotta do it the way we gotta do it when I end off these joints. And that is, they say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, please show the world the best version of you. Y'all be safe. Peace.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.